It is on.
Sovereign citizen situation, right?
I don't know what that word means.
Well,
yeah. I'm gonna say I'm not saying that I'm one of them, but I'm just saying I'm operating under what the Constitution Supreme Court ruling is talking about.
All right, guys, this one is wild. We've got a super intense courtroom showdown with Judge Perkins going head-to-head with a sovereign citizen who straight up claims he doesn't need a driver's license to drive. Judge Perkins does not hold back. She absolutely roasts this guy, calls out his complete lack of legal knowledge, and even offers him an attorney. But of course, this dude thinks he knows everything. So let me know what you think about sovereign citizens while you're watching. And if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
Well, Your Honor, when the officer pulled me over and he said that, I didn't say those words. I just told him I'm operating under the Constitution, and that's all else I said to him. And he just basically lied, said I was disgruntled, asked for backup and all that. And the video would show I wasn't even whatever, I can't think of the word he said, but he was saying I need backup. I have a irate or whatever word he said, and that was not even true.
It's just what you're saying is just not the state of the law. I don't know any other way to say it.
We just going to continue with the case, and whatever comes about. If the paperwork I given wasn't irrelevant, that's it then. So what is the next step?
So either the next step is take a plea, which I'm sure you don't want to do, but I'll give you the offer, or take it to trial, and those are the next steps.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go to trial.
I'm going to set it for a jury trial too, so you can bring this in front of a jury of your peers and see, what they say. And I guess you don't want a lawyer, right?
The other cases that I had got dismissed for same situation. So
say what?
The other cases I had for this was dismissed, and you told me to give you one name of one person, and I could have said it then and there. It was myself. I had court cases for the same thing, and it was dismissed on whatever circumstances happened. It was dismissed.
This guy really thinks he can just dismiss other cases against himself like he's clicking buttons in a video game. I honestly don't understand it. If you're going to be your own lawyer, at least crack open a law book. Or I don't know, Google something first. Why not just pay the traffic ticket and get a driver's license? It's not rocket science. It takes a couple of days at most, and it's way cheaper than racking up court fines and getting roasted by Judge Perkins on the record. So what do you guys think? Is this guy genuinely clueless, or is he just trying to play games with the court? Let's jump back in.
And what do you mean by that?
For the same driver,
let's do this. Let's call it and put it all on the record. I have my court reporter back. Let's call it and put it on the record, all right? So, Mr. Lynch, let me ask you this, and this is just to understand, try to really get a grasp of your position. I understand you're why don't you, if you're not a sovereign citizen, usually sovereign citizens tell me, I don't want a lawyer. If you're not claiming the sovereign citizenship, why don't you get a lawyer to help you out with this?
I can't never find no attorney. The last attorney I got, they was telling me you should have just took a deal, you should have paid the ticket, and you really can't find nobody who's going to take your case. So basically, I'm in limbo, and basically all I have to say, not guilty with impunity.
Not guilty with impunity. Yeah, this guy has to be smoking something. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if no lawyer wants to touch his case because he's such a nightmare client. Honestly, he just needs to pay the ticket and move on with his life. This dude looks like he's pushing his 30s, maybe even 40s, and he's still pulling this nonsense. And if you caught that other guy laughing on the Zoom call, you know exactly why. That part killed me. This is a full-blown clown show, and everyone in the courtroom knows it. Judge Perkins is about to go off, and instead of calming down, this guy somehow gets even more ridiculous. Let me know what you think about this circus. Let's get back into it.
Let's say this. I guess if you're
I'm not
not
a
willing
national,
to,
so I'm not a national, so I can't say that. All I'm saying, I'm just a citizen, and all I'm going to say, not guilty with impunity.
well, how are you immune to this? Because I mean, let's just do this. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to tell me how you're going to proceed with your case. You're fully in the right to proceed however you want to proceed. I'm going to just give you a jury trial, and you'll have to present what you need to present in front of a jury. Will you allow me to assign a lawyer to you just for the purposes of, helping you out with the courtroom procedure and stuff?
You can do that.
I don't find anything that he's filed that has any merit. So that's why I'm giving you a jury trial, because if you bring the same stuff in a trial, if it's the same as what you're giving me and the stuff that you're professing, based on what I see, you're gonna lose.
So
By me.
If the judge is saying the information is not valid and the people don't know nothing, so why won't I put my hands in the hands of the people?
At this point, I genuinely have to ask, is this guy playing dumb, or is there something seriously wrong here? The reason Judge Perkins is giving him a jury trial is simple. If she didn't, this case would be over instantly. Judge Perkins actually knows the law. This guy is running on vibes, ego, and zero evidence. Watching him argue is like watching someone argue with gravity. It's just not going to end well, no matter how confident he feels. Let me know what you guys think. Let's jump back in.
Because first of all, what I'm telling you is I'm trying to give you a fighting chance with these arguments that you're making. What I'm telling you is you're not going to have a fighting chance with me. You're going to lose unless you come with something substantially different than what you have. At least with the people, you said it yourself. They don't know the law, or they might not even know the law. So you may be able to get them to side with you just because they love Mr. Lynch and they want I don't know. But other than that,
no jury. I really don't know people jury. I'm not even gonna do that. So if I found guilty, so I'm gonna have to sue every person that was a juror.
I don't know what you're gonna have to do. I don't know, Mr. Lynch. You're the one that's making these arguments up, and you're the one that has researched and done what you've done. You provided that stuff to me, so you're expected to know the law. You're expected to know the law. So whether you can sue jurors and whether you can sue whoever, that's going to be on you to know, and then or if you don't know, that's going to be on you to find out.
Okay, so I have to get back with the law department about the videos and the dashcam of the police officers.
That I can Mr. Bowman, can you put your appearance on the record, please? Now, Mr. Lynch, now I can potentially help you if the stuff exists. Mr. Lynch is asking for body cam and whatever discovery that body cam, audio, video, whatever discovery that the people have in relates to his matters.
Your Honor, I understand that, and discovery would be provided if he files a valid request pursuant to the court rule for discovery.
And,
So you
and,
saying
and
I
you're,
haven't done that previously? I don't send it
Hold
to
on,
the
hold on,
law.
hold on. She's not help. Hold on.
hold on,
So
Mr.
you
Lynch. Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, the court rule just says upon request. He's made his request today. I don't think that there's anything in the court rule that requires anything other than him making a request. Mr. Lynch has made his request for discovery, and I believe it's supposed to be provided to him.
Court rule provides for a written request,
I
and
do you
that has not happened.
All right, let's discovery. Rule 6 point. We're gonna know this discovery rule, and you got it.
Forward and backwards.
Yeah, you need to get this book. You need to get this book, Mr. Lynch.
This defendant seriously needs that law book, let's be honest. Although, he probably wouldn't read it unless it had pictures and pop-ups. It's honestly wild how people walk into court with no understanding of the law and think they can just wing it. You need evidence. You need actual arguments. And at the very least, you need basic common sense. This guy had none of that. I'm going to wrap it up here since the rest of the hearing is just lawyers talking and Judge Perkins setting a jury trial date. But let me know, do you think this guy stands any chance in front of a jury? Or is he just setting himself up for an even bigger loss? And also let me know in the comments if you want me to cover his jury trial, or if this was already enough clownery for one case. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. I really appreciate all your support. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.